I know this may be hard to believe, but some of these women are actually single by choice. I'm talking about the ones that are really catches. I'm talking about the ones that are really beautiful and they got a lot going on for themselves. But the thing is, they are taking trips over toxicity. They are taking peace over penis, right? They are taking success over stress. They are taking happiness over a headache. Some of these women have actually found out that by their self is where they are at their greatest level of peace. They're able to think better, they're able to move better, and they're just able to navigate the world overall without you. And they are not in a rush to find a man because they know that a good man will find them. Their man, when it's their time, will be perfectly for her. Some of these women are actually single because they want to be. And a lot of y'all in are in relationships because you got the false belief that you need to be. I am.
Y'all black men that be all on TikTok, YouTube, and all in these different spaces trying to tell black women to take accountability for X, Y, and Z. When y'all go admit that black women being single is probably a better option. It's probably a better option. They happier when they single anyway. When they get into a marriage, it's almost like HE double hockey sticks messing with a lot of black men. When y'all go tell them that, y'all online screaming at women on panels, you're online cussing them out. You're not trying to understand what they go through. You just try to make it about the black man's pain. Man, F the black man's pain. That's the way I feel. F the black man's pain. You black men that be crying and venting about how you was done wrong and this, that, and the third and blah. Nobody should care, because if you're not gonna care about the women's pain that's right there when they trying to have a conversation with you, then why should they care about us when we trying to explain to them what we going through as well? You keep cussing them out, you mistreat them, you lack emotional intelligence, and you're laughing at their suffering. So what are you talking about? And then y'all be on here acting like y'all good men, knowing dang well that if you was a woman, you wouldn't even date half these men out here. You know these men are trash. You know these men are liars. You know these men are manipulators. But then y'all always want to do this right here. There's some good men. Well, where they at? Every time I ask you, where are these good men? You never have nothing to say. Where are the good men? Because I'm going to tell you straight up right now, it ain't you. You are not a good man. You that's online cussing out women on TikTok, on YouTube, you online using black women for content, you online never having nothing good to say about black women and conducting these stupid panels, you are not a good black man. And no woman should get with you. You're not alpha, you're not masculine, you're not none of that stuff. You soft. You have misplaced anger, but you're not a good man. And women should not be looking for a man like you. Who wants to deal with a man who lacks emotional intelligence and is always screaming at them at 8 o'clock in the morning, like some of y'all doing right now as I drop this video? You are not a good man. Stop telling women that there's good men out here without telling them where to go find them. Yo, it's the men you choose. Well, they're better off not choosing. If that's all we gonna say, right, is that that, you know, it's the women that it's the men that they choose, then they better off not choosing. If every time they mess with us, we decrease their value, right? Then they shouldn't mess with us. It's better for them to be alone. Y'all know the saying, she can do bad all by herself. Why would she choose to be with a man like y'all? She shouldn't. You don't value marriage. You don't value commitment. You don't like to reciprocate the love that's being shown. You look at women as objects instead of a human being. But hey, the answer to all our problems in the black community, just get married. The problem is women need to allow men to get back in the house. Women need to stop divorcing. Women got to understand that men go make mistakes and men go cheat. But you know, it's just a mistake. That's not a mistake. How many times I got to say this? It's not a mistake. That's a choice. Where are the good black men? I don't even call myself a good black man. Nobody has the right to call me a good black man. Only my wife. I say that all the time. Because I ain't putting myself on a pedestal, but y'all be up here talking like, you know, you should look for a man of character and decency. How you a man of character, but you always cussing out women? You won't cuss out a man. And you shouldn't cuss out men. And we're not perfect. But every day you have a prompt to piss off black women. To draw them in. You misrepresent them as a collective. You say majority of them are just bad. Majority of them are this. And you ain't even dated majority of women. But it's the majority of women. Then when I generalize us as a black man to give you a taste of your own medicine, that was nuh-uh. Don't do that. Why you a man? You a man basher. You a male feminist. You this. At least I ain't soft. You will never catch me cussing out a woman or having more smoke for women than a man. That's, nigga. No. Now, if y'all having balanced conversations, I'll stay out of it. But the moment you get to cussing a woman out and saying, "No, the problem is that y'all ruined the black man and y'all are a tool for white tea supremacy and y'all being used against the black man," blah, blah, blah. Everything keeping the black man down, god dang me. Everything is keeping the black man down. Y'all can't do nothing because there's always something holding you back. Every day. It's the system. One minute it's the system. We got to address the system. Next minute it's the black woman. Then you're saying it's both of them. Well, it's both of them. Shane, you got to understand, bro. The black woman is in cahoots with the Caucasian man to keep us. Shut up. Anyway, going back to the point, I'm getting sick of you dudes trying to tell women that, you know, the solution to our problems is marriage. One of the solutions to our problems as people, black men, you need therapy. You don't go to therapy. If you look at marriages, bro, it's parasitic. Women die faster when they get with us. It's like you suck the life out of them. You don't treat them right. And a lot of you black men, it don't matter what race of woman you go to, they have the same exact experience, the same black man experience that Cynthia G was talking about, that black women have. So where are the good men? Oh, well, the good men inside. The good men are on their job. No, they're not. There's trash men on their job too. They just messing over women as they go throughout their life. They'll put on the front because men wear masks. Why is it that y'all just won't come out and say the truth? The truth is that there is always more harm that's going to come through a man than a woman. And more harm historically has came through a man than a woman. Y'all get on my nerves trying to act like women just out here and they the problem. If you see a quote-unquote 304, stop having intercourse with the 304. You give these type of women that you messing with, well, I don't want to say you give them power, but you give them attention. You want the 304. You want the BBL black women, the BBL Beckys. You as soon as you see a big butt, this y'all. You can't control yourself because you have a lustful nature. You gotta put your private part in anything walking. And if you don't care about the mama, you don't care about the kids, even though you laid down with the woman and made that child. And most of y'all have, let me tell y'all the truth. Most men have already found their wife. They just effed her over. Yeah. I'll say it again. Most men have already found their wife. They just messed over her. So like I said, women are better off single. You gonna keep these women single, Shannon. You gonna do all that. That's what they love to say. Shannon, you gonna keep these women single, bro. Like, bro, they shouldn't listen to you because you keeping women single. Better for them to be single than to be with a lot of you type men. I'm not a male advocate. We need to get our stuff together. We need to go to therapy. We need to fix a lot of the issues inside and stop looking at a woman as being your goddamn mama. That is your wife. Your wife is not your mama. Oh, your woman is not your refuge. You want refuge? Go to Jesus. But your wife is not your refuge. I can't believe I heard some men saying that. Well, you know, my woman, she's supposed to be my refuge. No. Sick and tired of y'all comparing your wife to your mama. What kind of sick is you on? Grow up. Be a man. And stop crying and complaining about women. And get your life together. Go get a job. Go become successful. Fix yourself up. Stop complaining about a goddamn woman all the time. It's 8 o'clock in the goddamn... It's 8:17 where I'm at in the AM. Some of y'all been on panels at 6 a.m. on TikTok and you're still screaming at women. You obsessed with women.
Fellas, when a woman chooses herself and peace after the relationship is over, you're done. Now, it's different when she chooses another guy. You have a chance because right now he's just holding your spot because you keep messing up and you're not making her feel appreciated. But when she chooses herself in peace, all she wants is peace. She don't want to be bothered with nobody. She don't want to be bothered with you or anybody. And once you push a woman to that point, she's at the point of no return. You'll be lucky if you get a decent response. If you get a response at all, you'll be lucky if she pick up your call. Because a lot of times, these women, they put their man in front of them in the relationship. They love their man just as much, if not more than themselves. So once she started loving herself and choosing peace over you, it's over.
So I am married. I've been married for 17 years. I've been in a relationship for 20 years. I'm 52. And I have been absolutely obsessed with watching all the single girls' 5 to 9s after their 9 to 5. And the reason why I'm so obsessed with watching them, because I am filled with absolute envy and jealousy about what these women are doing. And I'm jealous because when I was single, I never did anything like that. Didn't get married. I didn't get married until I was 35 years old. So that means I was single for a very long time in my young adulthood. And I really considered that time at the time as like a placeholder kind of event. Meaning that in my mind, I wasn't really living life. I mean, I was working, I had boyfriends, I was going out, I was doing things, but I didn't put any real investment in that time because to me, it wasn't a real life that I was living. I was just kind of going through the motions in a way until I could live my real life, which is when I got married. Because in my mind, that single time wasn't a real time. It was just kind of waiting out the time until I met the man that I was going to marry, have children, and then I was going to have a real life. Now, all of these years later, married for such a long time with 2 daughters, and I'm scrolling on TikTok and looking at these single women I was those women, but they are enjoying and reveling in the time, the peace, the calm, the self-care that being single is. Not having to worry about catering to a mate, not worrying about what your partner thinks, not having to take care of children, not having to manage a household for all these people. Just coming home and being able to make your choices that are self-care, that are affirming, that's your time, your peace, and like literally enjoying and valuing that time. I never did it. I thought it was a waste of time. I thought I was just going through the motions until I could live the real life, which was marriage. And I've been living that real life for 17 years. And I'm so tired and I'm so exhausted. And today I woke up, I've been sick all day, but I haven't been able to really take care of myself or rest and relax because I have so much I have to do. I'm vicariously living through those women, posting those lives and thinking about.
Ladies, there is no law that says you have to settle for a man. Let me say it again. Ladies, there is no law in this world that says you have to settle for a man that you do not want to be with. If you are choosing your peace, your joy, your sanity, your happiness, your home, your kids over a man, if that is what you choose to do with your life, then so be it. So be it. What you gonna do? Get locked up? You gonna go to jail because you chose your peace over a man? Choose yourself. Choose your kids. Okay? That's it. Because ain't no law that says you have to, I have to settle for a man that I don't even want to get into that topic. But ladies, choose you. Period.